Hello. So I've got no trouble with religion at all. If someone likes to believe something, then I'm happy for them to believe that. If someone tries to pass their beliefs on to me, then that's where I kind of like to draw the line. This morning I had a knock on the door, and it was a very nice lady that came to the door. And in fact, she gave me, well, she was insistent on giving me this. She was insistent on giving me a so-called free gift for you. No outlay, no expense, no gimmicks. I thought that's quite good, especially if it comes in a nice little parcel like that. I took it off her, then she started asking me quite strange questions. Number one, obviously, being, do you believe in God? And I went, ah, preacher. And then I just said to her that I don't believe in any form of God or spirit or anything like that. I just never crossed my mind, don't want to. You see it on the news all the time. It's quite a depressing sight when people keep getting killed over mixed beliefs. So then she kept asking me different questions, such as, do you think that you're a good person? And I went, well, yeah, I think so. I don't think I'd do anything wrong on a day-to-day basis. I've never murdered anyone. I've barely ran a speeding ticket or anything like that. And she goes, have you ever stolen anything? Stolen? If you mean when I was 5 years old and I pocketed a packet of Skittles when I was a kid, then, well, probably. And then she goes, have you ever looked at a woman in lust? And I went, well, I didn't say anything to her, but I just went, not really, but every single bloke has. All in all, that she kept asking me different questions, and I think she was getting confused between what's wrong in terms of the law and what's wrong in terms of religion. Then she kept asking me different questions of, if you died right now, will you get sent to heaven or hell? And I went, well, neither, because I don't believe in them. I don't believe in either of them. And then she kept on saying, why? Because I don't like to worry about that sort of thing whilst I'm alive. I've got enough problems on my plate at the moment. I don't need to worry about death and if I'm going apparently up to the heavens or down to Satan. Which then got me started to think, if I could be asked to argue this morning, then I've got a lot of questions for you. If Satan is evil, but he punishes bad people, doesn't that make him good? I didn't say anything like that to her because I really couldn't be bothered and I didn't want to come across as rude. But then I had other similar questions pop into my mind that I really wanted to ask her. Are you denying that we get our light from the sun? I've always had these flaws in the Bible which I love to just bring on to people that try to talk to me about religion. So I've brought up Genesis 1:1. On day one, God created light and dark. Fine, fair enough, no problem. But it wasn't until day 4, I'm actually just reading it off the monitor right here, and it goes, on the 4th day, God made the sun, moon, and the stars. Light and dark was created on day 1, but the sun and the moon wasn't created until day 4. So are you denying if the sun just went out right now? We'll be fine, don't worry, because God's made light for us. Adam and Eve were the first 2 people on earth. Adam was made by God. Eve was made via a rib from Adam. And then Adam and Eve had 2 children, Cain and Abel. They also had a third one that I've just looked up. I'm just looking on my screen right now, and his name was Seth. Apparently Cain stabbed Abel after God chose Abel to be his favourite or something. Cain didn't like it, stabbed Abel. God banished Cain, I'm guessing from the Garden of Eden or something. And then he didn't like it. So in Abel's replacement, he made Seth, or he brought Seth, or Adam and Eve did the good stuff again and made Seth. There is no mention of females for the next 5 generations. 5 generations of not having women involved. And it's just blokes having kids. Adam and Eve were the first 2 people on earth. So they had kids who had kids who had kids who had kids. Isn't that incest? So then the next time you're getting jiggy with your girlfriend or your wife or your husband or whoever you're with, just keep it in mind that You all came from the same two people. So all in all, I wasn't a fan of that talk today. The thing that I would like religious people to take from this is to not feel the need to preach onto other people. It's just rude, in my opinion. It's like I wouldn't come to a church or a temple or a place of worship, wherever it may be, and start talking about the Bible of atheism. I wouldn't start talking to you about, think how great it would be if you didn't have to worry about problems like that and having someone judge you. Just please don't do it.